So you can put some granulated sugar on here if you want, if it's sticking really, really bad. But you kind of want it sticky. See like how all the sugar is gone compared to this? And then that's like kind of flat and like all the sugar is gone. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just try to run this side a little thinner. Yes, I made that really thin, but that's okay. That's fine. See, I got it stuck to the paper, but that's all right. It's all right. So I'm actually going to cut this because this is kind of how I make my fondant roses. So I'm going to cut some of this off. I'm going to scrape this up in a second. Now this is sticky, so please be warned. Okay. So I got this side like this. So I'm just going to kind of tuck it in. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I'm going to roll it first. Okay, you know what? That's what I'll do. All right, so you see I just kind of rolled it. Can you see the roll? All right. So let me get some of this granulated sugar out in here. You don't need too much. I don't know how well you can see that pile. But I'm going to put, let me move that. I'm going to put this in here just to kind of get some sugar on it. And then I'm going to kind of scoop this up and get some sugar on it. Just so it's not as sticky anymore. Okay. Now. All right, here we go. Get off my finger, please. All right, so that's kind of sticky now. Or not sticky, I mean, I should say. Now this side's really sticky. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to wrap it. Kind of like a leaf. And then I'm going to like dip it in some sugar. And then you can like kind of move the leaf out a little bit. And then you can actually run this in the sugar too. Now see, this kind of cracked right here. But you can kind of see it's coming together a little bit. You see that? Kind of looks like a rose. All right, I'm going to actually get something to wipe my hands and I'll be right back. Push pause, please. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, I'm back. So I brought a damp paper towel just to wipe my fingertips with because, like I said, this is very, very sticky. And I also, what I did, I felt like my rose, which is right here, is was too long, so I just kind of cut the bottom. This is a little piece I snipped off, so I'm going to stick that up there. So now I'm going to start working with this little piece, and I'm going to roll it. And then I'm just going to take it, and then I'm going to wrap it around. Wrap it around, and I'm just going to kind of fluff it out a little bit. Dip it in the sugar. And then there's the next part. So what I'm going to do with this piece that I just cut off of the bottom, I'm going to do the same thing. We'll roll it out. Oh, I also got that sticky spot right there. It needs to be rolled out again. Now your rolling pin's going to get sticky too, as you can see. We'll pick this up. Hopefully it's not going to be too... Well, see, now I'm not going to use that piece because it's like kind of yucky and deformed. and what have you. So I'm just going to put that over there. This will be the trash pile over there. Okay. And I'm going to take my rag, kind of wipe my hands, wipe my fingers. I'm going to wipe the rolling pin just where it's like super bad at. You don't want the whole rolling pin to be all, you know. I'm going to take my knife and kind of scrape some of this stuff up, because this is going to keep causing your gummies to stick. And I'm just going to put it right in the trash pile over here. And get it off of the knife. Use your paper towel to help you. Okay. And then this is my sugar. Now, I'm going to start with another piece. Is that sugar too? I'm going to put a little bit more granulated sugar down. And again, I'm going to squash it with my hand. I'm going to get it as flat as possible with my hand. Now, these gummies are actually softer than what the normal gummies are. Like the, what are they called? The drops, like the spice drops and stuff. Because I think that's actually what I used the first time around when I made these, was the spice drops. So I actually think these are more soft, because I don't remember it being as easy to roll them. Alright. So, I'm going to take this off. And I'm actually just going to cut this in half like that. And I'm going to make 2 more petals. And actually, I might even cut it this way. Alright, alright, alright. Here we go. Boop. So I'm going to pick up my rose. And then this is where this part left off. So I'm going to put my next one. Put my next one on there like that. And then what I'm doing with my knife is I'm just kind of like flailing it out a little bit. You know, make it look more open. You could put some of the granulated sugar down in there and shake it out. You know, just to kind of give it, I guess, what is it called? Like the frosted look, I guess? Like, what is that? Those fruits and stuff that come out at Christmas time that looks like they're covered in, what do they look like they're covered in? I guess like in sugar or something. Like, I guess they're frosted or something. Alright. Again, I'm just taking my knife and I'm just kind of pushing the, oh, that piece fell off. Now, if you have a piece that's not sticking, a little bit of water will help these stick. So I'm just going to kind of fluff it out a little bit, because as you add the pieces on, the other pieces kind of fold in some. Okay. And then I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add like 2 more pieces. And actually, I might just add, well, let me see. Let me roll this out a little bit more. Just a little bit. Let's see how that fits my fancy. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that might actually be enough. Well, I think I need like 1 more piece over here on the other side. I might put that along the bottom. I kind of like that though. So here's, you just keep wrapping the petals around, kind of like how you would do just like if you were making a fondant rose, or I could actually use 1 more little petal right here. So I'm going to see, well, that's kind of wet. So let me get another, and I'm just going to cut this. I'm going to dip that in there. If you cut it, make sure you dip it in granulated sugar. Flatten it out. Oh, come on now. Don't give me no problems. You're my last piece I gotta put on there. Okay. Okay. So I did like this really long piece because, oh, and I just put a hole in it. I want to just wrap the whole thing around, kind of, maybe. Let's see how it'll look. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm just gonna kind of pinch it all. Pinch it all down at the bottom. Again, fluff them out. I'll show you in 1 second. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. And there you go. A rose made out of, well, you can use spice drops. These are kind of like spice drops. I'm actually going to kind of sprinkle this with the sugar so it's not so sticky to the touch. Just kind of pat it on there. I just think these are so pretty because, like I said, it looks like those fruits at the at Christmas time. So you know what I might do is I might actually take my skewer and I'm gonna take the pointy end and I'm gonna, now I've never done this part before, so I just want to see how it will work. Oh yeah, there you go. It's not too bad. It's holding on pretty good. Again, you gotta kind of play. Sorry, I wasn't on camera. You gotta kind of play with these petals. So there you go. What do you guys think about that? It's a gummy spice drop rose. I don't have, what can I put this in? I don't have anything to stick this in. So I'm just gonna have to lay it on its side for a second. So now it's time for the leaf. So here's our leaf. Let me get some of this red gummy stuff out of the way. Like that. All right. Again, I'm just going to kind of squash it with my hand. Flatten it out. Uh-oh. Try not to get any other colors on it. I just got some red on it, but that should be okay. These smell like lime. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me roll that out. I hope you guys can see. I keep moving the... Maybe should I move this back a little bit? Hold on. Let's adjust you guys for a second. If I can just keep you like that. All right, there we go. Probably should have been like that the whole time. How about that? All right. So I don't really think that this needs to be too thin. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways, 3 ways, 4 ways. I don't know how many ways. You can get a cookie cutter and you can cut the leaf out. You could just use a knife and just cut the leaf out. I'm actually going to try to see if I can find it really quick. If it's pretty quick to find. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I'm actually going to use this plunger. Now, I want to make sure it's, of course, the right size. Now, this is going to be sticky. I keep saying that. It's a sticky situation over here. I have this kind of thick. I don't think it really needs to be too thin. I mean, I guess it all depends how comfortable, I guess, you feel with it. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't want to get too crazy. And I'm just going to cut it out. I'm going to wiggle it. Make sure it's out. I'm going to run my finger along the sides because you see all this gumminess? Gumminess. My son would be in heaven right now. But I'm just kind of cleaning off the edges. And then, whoa! And we'll just plunge it out. So there you got your leaf, and then I'm just going to dip the edges in the granulated sugar, like that. Just so it's not, it's like sugar everywhere. And then I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do is I think I want the leaf on the side. So I'm going to poke this stick through it. And then I'm going to have it come up. I probably have to wet it. Oh, no, there we go. It's sticking. How about that? If you hold it up like this. Well, you probably need, I actually need a little bit of water because the whole, like the skewer is making the leaf fall. Or maybe if I did it this way. No, I need a little bit of water. But that should be okay. You guys get the gist of it. And then you could put another leaf on here if you want, like, coming out on that side. I think this is the bigger plunge cutter that I have. So, and there you go, guys. How about that? How cute is that? You got a little bit of a mess, but it's pretty cute.